Imagine the dawn of a new era. A leader, once a champion of democracy, now scarred and solemn, declares that the Republic will be transformed. Not destroyed, but upgraded, enhanced. A brighter, safer system. The Senate erupts in applause, but beneath the promises and cheers lies a darker truth, hidden in the fine print of Palpatine's words. In Revenge of the Sith, we catch only a glimpse of his speech as he transforms the Republic into the Galactic Empire, just enough to see his vision for a safe and secure society. Yet there's more to this speech. The full text of his address, printed in Star Wars Insider number 84, shows the full extent of his manipulation. Behind each promise, Palpatine has woven a plan to dismantle freedom, erase diversity, and claim absolute control. Today, we'll uncover how this speech marked the beginning of the Empire's tyranny. Citizens of the civilized galaxy, Palpatine begins, his words carefully calculated, his voice a balm to the wary Senate. He speaks of reorganization and a safe and secure society, soothing terms designed to quell the anxieties of a galaxy racked by war. He's not tearing down the Republic, he's remodeling it, streamlining it for efficiency, or so it seems. Behind the surface lies the first of many deceptions. Take his mention of regional governors. Palpatine promises these figures will eliminate the bureaucracy that allowed the separatist movement to grow unchecked. It sounds efficient, even promising. Yet these governors aren't just bureaucratic simplifiers, they're agents of centralized control. Under Palpatine, they won't answer to local systems, but directly to him, bypassing any form of local oversight. It's the first layer of his true plan, removing the autonomy of every world in the Republic and replacing it with the Empire's absolute grip. Then he goes further, pledging that the entire galaxy will operate under one law, one language. Palpatine's rhetoric implies unity, yet this isn't a vision of collaboration, but of cultural and political erasure. The galaxy, rich in diverse languages, traditions, and laws, will be flattened into uniformity. Under the Empire's new order, the vibrant fabric of the Republic is stripped bare, reduced to a monochrome of Imperial doctrine. And it doesn't stop there. Palpatine praises the bravery of the clone troopers, honoring them for their sacrifices and rechristening them as Imperial stormtroopers. But his praise is more than a tribute, it's a directive. He demands that Imperial citizens look to the stormtroopers as a model, to do their part by joining the Empire's fleet or becoming the Empire's eyes and ears, reporting any suspected insurrectionists. Palpatine transforms the idea of civic duty into a tool of surveillance, normalizing suspicion and embedding fear. Every citizen becomes a potential informant, weaponized to control their neighbors. As the speech builds, so does the crescendo of his vision. Palpatine invites citizens to build monuments and technical wonders that will celebrate the Empire's glory for generations to come. These monuments, however, aren't meant to inspire, they're meant to dominate. The Empire isn't here to uphold galactic history, it's here to override it, replacing thousands of years of shared culture with symbols of its own power, a ceaseless reminder of Imperial dominance. By the end, Palpatine's words hang heavy in the Senate. The new order of peace has triumphed over the shadowy secrecy of shameless magicians, he proclaims, casting his dictatorship as salvation from an imagined threat. The senators cheer, unaware they're applauding their own demise. What Palpatine has promised them is not peace, not unity, not even security. What he has promised is oppression, a perfectly crafted illusion that hides the iron grip of absolute control. In his final words, he declares 10,000 years of peace begins today. But this isn't the beginning of peace. It's the beginning of an empire rooted in cruelty, deception, and relentless power. The galaxy is no longer on the cusp of hope, it's now plunged into the darkness of tyranny. And as the Senate's applause thunders on, the truth of the new order becomes chillingly clear. Liberty has not only died, it has been buried beneath a perfect facade. This moment marks the dawn of the Empire, but which part of Palpatine's speech do you think hinted most at the tyranny to come? I look forward to seeing your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, may the dark side be with you.